my lovely. It's paid readings only. Hello, Kelly. Hello, Neela. DeBT, it is paid readings only tonight, my lovely. I did say that when you put your question there. Hello, Jess. How are you, my lovely? Okay, Jess. Just finished my gratitude journal in time. Okay, what you got? 10 cards, haven't you? Okay. Oh, okay. Okay, I'm gonna address these first. Okay. Right, we've got negative Nancy and we've got the bogeyman, but we've got action. Now, what's on this action card? You've got the black horse, which is negative thoughts, and you've got the white horse, positive thoughts. Okay, where's the white horse? Overtaking the negative. So it is your choice to entertain negative Nancy and let the bogeyman hold you back. Take action. Get rid of these negative thoughts. Remember, nothing has a meaning until you give it a meaning. Everything is under your control. You're the only one creating what happens in your life. So take charge of it. These are just old thought patterns still hanging around. So recognize them. See that they're still there. You may be okay today, but they might pop up tomorrow. And take action in eliminating them, rewriting the story. Give them a different meaning, a different story. Okay? Nessa, if you see the description box under the video, there should be, like where the title is, there should be a little arrow that points down. I haven't got any moderators in here who usually copy the stuff in, and I can't do it. It won't let me do it when I'm in the live, so I can't do it for you, my lovely. Yeah, all you will be doing, okay, is stopping yourself. All you're doing by looking for it is causing a time delay. You're just sort of putting that barrier there. You're feeling like, well, where is it? Okay, so again, how can you look for something you're already supposed to have? You can expect it in a excited way, knowing that it's coming. Okay, but not where is it? Hurry up. How long is it going to take? How's it going to happen? When's it going to happen? That's coming from lack. Yeah, remember, you're the magician and your happiness is in your hands. So when you've created what you want, just sort of be open to receiving it. It's coming. Your desires are there for you to have, or else you would not desire them. Yeah, you know, let your seeds grow. You will benefit from the fruits. Okay, you will pick your harvest. You will see your things that you want come into fruition. Just like seasons, okay, just like anything in nature, it always has its own cycle. It will come. It has to. Remember, the law of assumption is the law of belief. That which you assume to be true without having proof is what you will see. You're turning the unseen into the seen. Okay, so it will come. Just have that faith. Okay, your person will come forward and speak his truths. Just be patient. Remember, look into the 3D. Where is it? How is it? Okay. You don't have to work harder. Okay, you didn't find it hard work creating the situation you're in. Creating is natural. Okay, you've been creating all your life. You didn't do specific 10-minute visualizing or writing down a load of affirmations to get what's happened in your life. It's not hard. Don't make it harder. Literally, what you want is there for you to have. You just have, your job is just to feel it or think about it as if you already have it. End of. Okay, it's only your old programming that is letting ego come in. But you have to be disciplined and say, no, this is the new programming. This is the new thought. Just like if you're learning a new language or learning how to drive, it's only as hard as you make it. So start saying, no, manifesting my SP is easy as finding $1 on the floor. It's no different. You're just telling yourself in your brain that it's harder because you're making it bigger. Okay? All you have to do is watch your mental diet and catch negative Nancy and the bogeyman. Take action in cutting out those negatives. Okay? All you're ever doing is causing a time delay when you're watching for it, when you're looking for it. So I've been good for a week or two, you know, been affirming, been scripting, been visualizing. So where is it? Okay, so all you're doing when you do that is telling yourself, reminding yourself that you don't have it, but you're supposed to be feeling that you already have it. So how can you look for something you already have? Or even just knowing that it's coming because you're feeling it. You've shifted within. Okay? You will get the communication that you want. Okay? You will get it. It is the law. That which you assume to be true will happen, good or bad. So if you're assuming that you are his partner, then one way or another, he has to contact you for you to be his partner, or a series of events unfolds that is that bridge of incidents that leads to you being his partner. Okay, all you have to do is remain faithful to that wish fulfilled, as if you already have it, or you know it's going to happen. You are absolutely certain it is happening. Okay, there's no ifs, whys, buts, or maybes. It's happening. There is no other story and no other meaning that you're giving to it. So remember, you're the magician. Be open to receiving what you want. You don't have to look for it. It will come to you. If you are affirming, remember, that which you assume to be true, then no power on earth can stop it from happening. Okay? No. The circumstances and the timing do not matter at all. They're 3D stuff. We don't live in the 3D, we live in the 4. Remember, every night when you go to bed, you should be revising your day as if it was your perfect day, how you wanted it to go. If you keep doing that, you will reprogram your mind so that you do eventually experience that day. You can script if you're not very good at visualizing, but never go to bed going over all the old shit that didn't happen that day or what did that you didn't like, because all you're doing is keeping it in place. I never, ever go to bed anymore thinking about stuff that didn't happen or didn't go how I wanted it. I always revise it if there's anything. And if there isn't anything, I just fall asleep in one of my wishes fulfilled. Okay? Okay, please remember that in the paid readings, it's 6 cards, 10 cards or 14 cards. The 3 cards, the £3 one is only in the live when it's free readings, because that's to guarantee you a reading, okay? So please bear that in mind, please. That's all right. I don't mind doing it this time, but bear it in mind for next time. So what is your question? I think you did put it up here. Harvey, how does Harvey feel about you? Okay, I don't know if you're getting hot and cold behavior from him or you're in no contact. Usually comes out when there's no contact or hot and cold behavior. He feels that there's some kind of obstacles in the way, but they're just small obstacles, okay? There may be some obstacles that he's got to overcome, but Spirit is guiding him in the right direction. Let's bring in one of these. And this could be the one if you want him to be the one. Okay, so what are your obstacles that you're putting in the way? What story are you telling yourself about Harvey or yourself or the connection? If it is not lining up to the outcome you want, okay, then change it. It's friendly, but yes, there is a hot and cold vibe, which I don't understand. Well, change it anyway to what you do want to be seen. If you don't like anything in what's coming at you, you have to change it to what you do want to be seeing. So change it. This could be the one. So, you know, although it's pretty new and it's friendly at the moment, this could be the one. So start changing it to the story that you do want. How do you want him to think and feel about you when you see him? What story do you want to tell yourself? Because what you assume to be true will happen. It is one of the spiritual laws. So change it. Nobody has power over you except you. Okay, Neela, I will come back to your question in a minute, but I just do these paid ones first. Sasha. Is that normal Sasha? Let's talk with Sasha or another Sasha? Okay. Okay, Sasha, for you, my lovely. Stalemate situation regarding love from a person, whether it's art or the other one, okay? Why? Because you're letting your emotions come in. So if you carry on in the current energy you're in your emotion and focusing on time, you are going to keep a stalemate situation in place. So the advice is, in order to get your person to give you what you want and to have a new beginning, you have to work on yourself, holding yourself in high honor. It is not the job of anybody else to do it for you. So come back to working on you, because how you show up is how you will be treated. Okay, you will get what you want. This card is, you know, normally for me, 2 cups on the table, the two of you living together. Okay, for the moment in April, focus on your home, focus on you, focus closer to home, you and your home and your family. Stop chasing your, you know, even when you're not chasing physically, like stalking somebody or stalking their social media or bombarding them with text messages or phone calls or whatever, you are still stalking them or chasing them energetically when you keep your focus on them all the time. Take your focus off them and put it back on you. Stop going through your day thinking, what are they thinking and feeling? What are they doing? No, what do you want them to think and feel, and what do you want them to do, and remain faithful to that until it becomes a hardened fact in your reality. In the meantime, you come back to you. I love, respect, appreciate, value, and honor myself. I am unique. I am special. I am irresistible. I am beautiful. Doing your self-concept work. You don't have to energetically chase. You should be going through your day by now, having fun, doing Sasha, not waiting for somebody else to make you feel good, because you can't do it without the support of anybody else. If you're not showing up for yourself, my lovely, nobody else is going to. It's short-lived. So work back on you. We don't want another month of crap. Change it by coming back to you. There is no one to change but self. What you assume to be true is what will happen. So assume what you want to be true so that it does happen, and without focusing on the crap. You're writing your story. Revise. You can revise through imagination, through visuals, or by scripting. I remember when, you know, go back to a point that's your person said what they did to you, and you're rewriting it as if they said what you wanted them to say. I remember the day when R told me that he was head over heels in love with me, how he just needed to be with me. He wanted to be with me. And we're now in a loving, committed relationship. However you want to word it, bring in all the feeling, but you can rewrite it. Revision is very powerful. All you're doing is keeping yourself in your own mental prison. So let's get out of that prison. You've got the key. You're the one keeping yourself in this cold bleakness when you can go through the archway into the beautiful sunshine. Stay in your wish fulfilled. What is the outcome you want, my lovely? Okay, Neela, coming back to your question, right? So, is it a good sign if I dream about your SP, or is it sign we give meaning? Okay, the thing about signs is that, yes, nothing has a meaning until you give it a meaning. Okay, so you could dream about your SP and they are telling you, look, no way. Okay, I don't want to be with you. I'm off with somebody else or whatever. Okay, but you can wake up in the morning and you can change the meaning of that. You can decide to dwell in the meaning of, oh, my SP doesn't want me. He told me in a dream he doesn't want to be with me or whatever. Or you can come out of that and go, I don't care. Okay, no, we are together and we are in a loving, committed relationship. Okay, you might have a beautiful dream about them. Then just dwell in that feeling that you had in the dream. Your dreams come from your subconscious mind. And when you start reprogramming your subconscious mind, your dreams will reflect that. Okay. Oh, Sasha, going back to the revision. If you do revise it either in your visuals or by writing it, then you have to do it for a couple of days. Like if you've written it, then read it as many times as you can in that, for the, 3, 4, 5 days, however long, okay, until it becomes the new thought that you refer back to. So what actually happened didn't happen, and you come naturally to the new story you're telling yourself. So do it for as long as it takes, either to start to see changes or to feel that that is the memory of what happened. Don't keep looking for it though. It's the biggest mistake that a lot of my clients make. They do start these things to rewire their programming and then they keep looking for it. Well, is it working then? Remember, you're bringing the unseen into the seen. You are resurrecting your desire to become a fact. You don't have to do an archaeological dig. You just know that what you're seeing was, okay, put it this way. He tells you what he did. Now, if you had been solid in your outcome, you would have just straight away gone, whatever, and revised it straight away. But by reacting to it, that's showing again that you're not in your power. You don't feel good enough. Here we go. Another bloke who's rejecting me. Same old patterns. What's wrong with me? Okay, so there's nothing wrong with you. It's just that you're more inclined to go back to the old programming that is familiar. You reacted again. So every time you react, you're reinfecting yourself, if you like, with the old story, the old patterns, the old cycles. So all you have to do is be aware, I don't like this feeling. I'm not going to keep coming back to this. So what have I got to do? I've got to work on my self-concept so I know I'm first best. I know I'm everyone's favorite person. I know I'm fucking good enough and worthy enough to have the love of the people I want. Okay, and you start to affirm that they are head over heels in love with you. You're all they think about. You're in a loving, committed relationship. Now, if it takes 20 days, 90 days, 120 days, then that's how long it takes. But you remain faithful to that wish until you see it as a hardened fact. And it is consistent as a hardened fact. Not they just pop up once and you think, oh, yippee, here we are, I've got it. No, because they might go back into wobbly behavior again. You keep it going until it is your natural new belief that the two of you are in a happy, loving, committed, solid relationship. Yes. Remember, you didn't have any, all you had was a stalemate situation. So by accepting what he said, you're leaving things back up to him. No, he doesn't decide, you decide. Okay, so all Spirit is saying, if you remain in the current energy you're in the current thought pattern, you're going to see that nothing really happen in April. And we don't want that. We don't want to stay out in the cold. We don't want to stay out in the frost. We want to be in the sunny warmth. You know, you can say, okay, I felt fine even last week, but were you still holding that conversation in place? Don't want to be with you, but I do want to be with you. Okay, so you were going over it. How many times have you gone over that conversation? No, that's an excuse. You're creating everything. Okay, you can't switch manifesting on and off. You're doing it every thought. Okay, so with feeling pressured, right, why are you letting yourself feel pressured in your job? It's your reality. Remember, anything that makes you feel off, you have to look at the 3D and then look at what story you've been telling yourself about it or how you've been feeling about it and change it. Until you start, that becomes your new story until you start to see the evidence of it in the 3D change. You know, you're the god of your reality. Why are you, you know, God didn't have pressure and fuck my life moments. You know, I'm getting this, I'm creating that. You know, when you say you're feeling pressured about the current job, why? Write down why you're feeling pressured. Do you absolutely hate that job? Or do you like the job but don't feel that you're paid enough, or that you're not respected, or everybody's putting their work onto you, or you don't like the time limits that's placed upon you, or whatever? You can change all that. You don't have to run away and go and find another job if you like that job. If you absolutely hate that job and it's not for you, then fair enough. But if you're just reacting to circumstances that you've somehow told yourself or reacted to, change them. Running away from yourself, you can't hide from yourself. So change the story. When you okay, you want to do something new. Okay, I was going to say, when you start to get into a negative, you see all the same cycle go through jobs. Remember, money is just energy. It's no harder to get $1 to $1 million, $1 billion. It's only the story you're telling yourself and your logic you're putting on it. So, you know, if you did like the job but it was the money was the issue, then you can manifest that. You just tell your story, the story of the money that you want to be earning, as if you already earn that. You don't have to logically think, oh no, there's nobody else on that salary or whatever. Okay, it's not their reality, it's yours. You get what you want. But if you want to do something new, then set your intention. Write out what you want to do that's new. What's going to make Sasha get up in the morning? What's going to make her feel good? If you don't know, then you're going to just get a default job. Okay, so what is it you're wanting to do? Set your intention and make it clear, and feel like you're already got it, or somebody's congratulating you about it, remember. I haven't seen a notification come through yet, Cece, and it will probably be pending. What's come through now? Yay! It went through straight away. Okay. Well done for changing your work. Remember, it's your story and the story you're telling yourself. So let's see where things are still with SP. Now, I'm not going to look at his energy, okay, because I've done a couple of readings on, you've asked about him and you. Look, he's yours. Okay, remember, what you desire desires you. So we need to be looking at the thoughts still that you're having that is causing a block. Okay, it's not him, it's you. He doesn't decide, you decide. So you're probably still looking at some old story or thinking that it's all down to him. Stop doing that. It's not. You change the story, not him. So let's have a look at... Yeah, you're still thinking it's him. You're expecting him to be taking you somewhere. He's the driver. No, you're the driver, not him. In his energy, 3 of Swords. So this is showing me that your energy is still in this lack energy. What if he thinks this about me? Why isn't he doing that? He needs to do this. Oh, he did that before. Okay, whatever you are thinking, he's reflecting this back to you. He's telling you, you're still in this energy, so I'm still feeling this. Okay, it can be that he is, realizing he's heartbroken without you. But Spirit is also giving me that message as well, that you're still in. Look, it's your choice whether you keep focusing on the negatives or the positives. You don't need me to tell you that he loves you. You should be already feeling that by now. I love how Jake tells me every day how much he loves me. I love that we are in such a beautiful, loving, solid, committed relationship. We are a perfect couple. Everyone tells us we are a perfect match. You should already be feeling that, okay? It's your assumptions, your beliefs about how he thinks and feels about you and what your story you're telling yourself and the meaning you're giving to it that creates, not him. You've got to think of him as just stood there. You're writing the characters in your movie and he's just stood there because you're not giving him a role other than a role that you don't want to see. Oh, we're still in no contact. I wonder if he's shifting in energy yet. I wonder if he still loves me. You're causing your own time delay. Stop doing that. It's not about him to get you to where you want to go. You are the one getting yourself to where you want to go. Okay? You're never losing it. That's just your ego coming in saying, you know what? Just give up. He obviously doesn't love you. Move on. No. What you desire is there for you to have. If you truly desire him and you cannot see yourself with anybody else, then he's yours. If, however, you are just looking for love, then you have to love yourself first anyway, regardless of whether it's him or somebody else. It's not another human's job to make you feel happy, whole and complete, because they will get bored of it. They can't sustain it and maintain it, okay, for you. It's not their job. It's nobody's job. Yeah, you're up and down. 1 minute you're up, the next minute you're down. Okay, so this is reflecting what you're saying. You know, 1 minute I feel quite positive, and the next I'm like, oh, I don't know. You've got to be balanced. Okay, the same card in this deck is this. Look at the difference. Bear with me. There, look. Look how she's grounded. She's balanced in her emotions and her thoughts instead of being up and down. Yes, stay focused on what you want. Look at you sat here. The world. What do I want? The world is in your hands. Nobody sees the world the same as you do. Nobody has the same desires that you do. They are unique for you. Okay. I was watching on the news tonight. Okay. It had about, they've been doing about neurodivergence, about like ADHD, autism and all that. But they went to a school, normal school, and they said to the class, draw a circle, draw a circle, draw 3 wavy lines. So they were giving them instructions, draw 3 wavy lines, draw a circle, draw something else on the picture. Every single picture with the same set of instructions was different. Why? Because we all hear and see things different to everybody else. Not one picture was the same out of over 20 children. They had all interpreted it different because we all see and hear things differently to everybody else. Your version of the world is not the same as his, mine, or anybody else's. Nobody else is in your thoughts thinking what you're thinking. Okay? Yes, you don't talk. You know, when I'm doing my mentoring program, it's in there. Do not have a good gossip to family and friends. You can to get feedback. Okay, so if you suddenly thought to yourself, I wonder how I'm progressing, and you talk about him and they're like, oh, for fuck's sake, just give up on him, then you know that that's feedback that you need to still work on. That's still the old story coming out. Okay? Right, so let's look at Spirit's advice for what you need to be doing. Yeah, your emotional security and your financial security is in your hands. Nobody else's. Your ace, your new start and new beginning is in your hands. It's up to you. Let that seed grow. Remember, every thought is like a little seed. You're like a little farmer going along, planting all these thoughts. All these thoughts are seeds. Let them grow. Stop digging them up, doubting, oh, has it grown any roots yet? Because I'm not seeing anything come through the surface. Every plant Every seed, sorry, the roots go down first before you see the shoot come up. So there is movement below the surface even though you're not seeing anything. Don't keep digging it up because you're impatient. Spirit is telling you here. Because all you're doing is damaging the seed and then you have to replant it again. Okay, you will have your justice done here. You will have a favorable outcome. But remember, you're on a journey here for your soul's growth. Becoming consciously awake and aware is for your soul's growth, not just to get you what you want. It's so that you can sustain and maintain everything in your life, money, jobs, holidays, you know, whatever you want, your SP, your romantic partnerships, your family, your jobs, or whatever, okay, is for your soul growth. You're not just changing yourself and forcing yourself to feel good about yourself or him in order to bring you what you want, because your subconscious mind isn't stupid. It's going to soon go back to the old programming because that's been programmed for so long, all your life. So it's for your journey. And you said the other day, you know, how do I get over this anger and what? You have to come back to you. Okay? Yeah, it's my lovely, it is, we should all be taught this instead of the human side of us. We should be taught that we are here from divine source as a spiritual being inside this vehicle, taking us around for us to have this human experience, for us to enjoy. It's not supposed to be hard. It's not supposed to be full of tragedy and limitations and what society dictates. You're a spiritual being. You can have, been, do whatever you want. Your desires are for you to have. And it does take a lot to kick against what we've been programmed. So with this card, okay, heartache, when you think of him, oh my God, you know, feel as if it's him. Feel as if he is missing you so much. He is so heartbroken without you. Okay, but you have to get into a place where you're not being desperate and needy, because it will just keep him away from you. Okay, so you need to work on yourself, but every time you think of him, oh my God, he just misses me so much. Okay, he is head over heels in love with me, etc., etc., etc. What do you want him to be thinking and feeling about you? Okay. Remember, you can revise. Revision is very, very, very powerful. You know, I've heard people who have revised 200 odd events throughout their life that have made them feel negative or that they've looked back and not liked. You can revise situations. You can visualize it or you can script it. Again, it's in your hands, okay? Your emotional and financial security is down to you, not anybody else. Nobody else sees things the way you do. Remember, that's what I said about those kids all given the same instructions and all drew something totally different. I had all the pictures lined up, all pegged on a line, and everyone was different. You could see where they'd drawn the circle. You could see where some of them had done the line. Some of them were outside. Some of them were in. Some of them were at the side. Every single one was different. And the kids were saying, because we see everything as different, we're all unique. Hello, Shopaholic. This is paid readings only on this session tonight, my lovely. JA, I'm only doing paid readings tonight. I will be on tomorrow doing the free readings, my lovely. So you can try and catch me then. When I'm doing the free readings, they do get hectic and the chat goes by really quick. So I don't get to see a lot of people's questions. So it's never because I'm ignoring you. It's just that I don't get to see your question. I only see 4 people's chat at a time. So if I look back at the screen after I've done a reading, then I don't, I'm literally seeing the 4 people that have put a question there. But thank you for subscribing to the channel, my lovely. And hopefully I will see you in the next free live. Okay, Shopaholic, what's your question, my lovely? Okay. Hmm. Okay. Right, I haven't had, right, first of all, readings are for entertainment purposes only. Also, any life-changing decisions are your responsibility, not a tarot reading, okay? What do I say? How do I actually word it? Okay, I've got it in there. All readings are for entertainment purposes only. Please use your own discretion when making life decisions. Okay, now I haven't got in their energy any, there's 3 decks, that deck, and that deck, that all have liar, deceit, false person, and it hasn't come out. Okay, so I can't say whether they're being deceitful or not because I haven't had it come out. Now, in their energy, they see victory and success. There may be something that needs to be let go of, that they're attached to, or you're attached to something with them and they're telling you that you need to let this go, okay, because they want to have talks, negotiations with you, or talk to you, or wondering how you're doing if you're in no contact, or whatever the situation is. In your energy, Spirit is saying you're just trapping yourself. Okay, you're sort of, do I, don't I? So all you're doing is putting your own barrier there. You're overthinking, putting pressure on yourself. And Spirit is saying here, it's your choice. The Chariot, it's your choice. You're about to jump off. Which horse are you going to take? The negative one or the positive one? It's your choice. Whatever you want, whether it is money from these people, a business deal or whatever, okay, it's going to happen in an unexpected way. The advice for you as well is that things are perhaps moving slowly because you've got a lot of emotion attached to this. So you're letting your emotions and your thoughts cloud your judgment, okay? Hunger. Which wolf? We all have 2 wolves inside us. Which wolf are you feeding? The wolf you feed the most is the one that's going to win. So the negative wolf or the positive wolf again. Twice you've had that here. So if you're going to keep thinking negatively, you're going to keep seeing negative. So it's up to you. It's your choice. Okay? So I don't get them as being anything dodgy. I've had 3 decks that would have brought something out, or for you to wait, or don't do this, or it's gonna be a tower or whatever. I'm not seeing that. I just feel that you're just thinking the worst. Okay, perhaps because of your own, what you've been through before, and you're not trusting of people in this situation or whatever, okay, or you're just putting up your barrier in case you're let down and hurt or whatever, but it's your choice. As far as they're concerned, they see a victory in this. They're wanting this to work out, whatever it is. You're the one not trusting, not feeling it, sort of thing. But again, it's your choice. Yeah, there are, I've just seen when I was putting the cards back then, putting down roots together, things being more solid and like it's a gift. Don't look a gift horse in the mouth sort of thing. They're being pushed forward for a gift. We do have this victory, but you've got to release the attachment you have to this. Okay. As humans anyway, we always have a backup plan. That's always the let's have a backup plan because this is bound to go tits up. We always go to the negatives rather than the positives. There's a card that Spirit is drawing to me in this deck. Let me just find it. It's a yellow one, so let me just find it. It's not that yellow one. Here, self-sabotage. When you learn to get out of your own way, there will be no stopping you. Most of the time, it's not others who prevent you from achieving your true goals. It's that inner voice that derails those carefully woven plans. Okay, so is your inner voice your ego? Okay, in your head, in your logic that's trying to poo-poo everything, or is it in your heart? Okay, you will know. In here is your true sat-nav. So if you're really feeling like, you know, your ego is saying, no, don't do it, but your heart is going, no, it's fine. Okay, or vice versa. If your head is saying, yeah, do it, but your heart is going, no, what the fuck? Don't do it. Okay, you know by your feeling state, whether it's ego or your desire. Yes, I can see that you have. But again, it's your choice. Okay, the decision is with you. Perhaps find some more background information out on them. Look into it a bit deeper. Until you come to your own conclusion. You know, it's a bit like you really, really, really want a specific person in your life. Okay, say you wanted an ex back, but a reader tells you, no, there's no way. But in your heart, you're like, I don't want to hear that. I know that this isn't over. So we all are our own psychic. It's just that sometimes we let ego come in and talk us out of things. How many times have you said through your life, oh, if only I followed my initial gut feeling instead of overthinking it or whatever? Okay, go with your intuition, your gut feeling, not your ego. If you're not sure, bide your time, get more information until you feel satisfied that it either is, you know, there is something dodgy about them or there isn't. But I didn't see it myself, so I can't comment, my lovely. Hello, Christy, my lovely. How are you? Hello, Celia. Okay, Christy, yours is pending, but I'll still do yours because I know it will clear. So what's your question, my lovely? Yeah. If there are any problems with it over the next couple of days, then I'll email you, but there shouldn't be, okay? It should go through. Let's look. Okay. So what's coming out at the moment is in your sort of doubts, resistance, blocks. Okay. Spirit is saying, you know, remain focused on what you want. You're still waiting. So you're still finding out things you don't like. You're listening to other people. There's two people here. You're still reacting to the 3D and you're still waiting. You're still on hold. Okay, she can get herself down, but you're choosing to be in that hold because you're still sort of looking at the cupboard as bare. I'm not seeing it. When's the change is going to happen? So you're keeping that in place. How can you look for something you're supposed to already have? Okay, if you are supposed to be in the wish fulfilled that you two are happily living together and you've got a happy, solid marriage, why are you still looking for it? You're supposed to be in the feeling of already having it. So Spirit is reminding you of that here. Okay, in order to see the changes, you have to embrace the changes. See, all this fire is your energy. You have to shift in your energy in order to see the changes. Stay focused on what you want. Okay? Remember, the law of assumption is the law of belief. That which you assume to be true or that which you believe in is what you're going to keep seeing. So if you're assuming that the two of you are together, then there's no power on earth can stop that from becoming, you know, can stop it from happening. You're just giving your power away. You will have your favorable outcome. There's no choice, but you need to still work on your own beauty. Okay, your own self-love. When you love you, others will love you. But if you're still looking for it, you're causing time delay. Here, meeting up. He's got lots that he wants to tell you, but you're in that energy of, I still don't have it. Or what I'm hearing, I'm not liking, and you're reacting to it. Shift your energy. In order to see the change, there's no one to change but self. Again, with these two people, you know, what are you still listening to? What are you still hearing? What are you still keeping in place? What are you still reacting to? What are you still noticing is missing? If you're still focused on lack, I don't have, you're keeping that in place. If you're looking at the how and the when, you're causing a time delay. Shift. Only remain focused on the 4D in you and the story you're creating and the new version of your SP, not reacting to the current one. You've got to kill off the current one. You're not interested in the 3D one. It's not doing what you want. You're creating the new version within you that gets pushed out. Okay, remember those videos I've sent you. But definitely working on your self-concept. That you are good enough. You don't need to be validated and approved of by anybody else. You validate and approve of yourself. You love, respect, appreciate, value, honor yourself. You know you're good enough. You know you're worthy enough. You know you're irresistible. You know you're irreplaceable. You don't have any competition in your reality because you're the most important person in it. Not him or anybody else. You are. Yes, remember there's no one to change but self. I'll send you a Neville quote as well, what I sent somebody else earlier. Sent. Right, I've just literally copied it. I don't think there's anything in there. Yeah. I've just titled it Neville quote. Okay, my lovely. You're welcome. Okay, my lovelies, I'm going to call it a night because I'm half asleep here. It's coming up to midnight soon and I am feeling it. So, have a wonderful day wherever you are, or night if you're like me, still up late. Love and light.